Hello everyone, I'm Kate Spencer. I am the author of the 12 Lessons book series and also the founder of Life and Soul Academy. And I'm here today to talk about New Year resolutions and the law of attraction and how you can more easily manifest a life you love in 2025. So if you want to know what my top tips are, please stick around. Okay, so my top tip for manifesting in 2025 is as follows, and it might take you by surprise. You have to start with closing off 2024. Because if you move too quickly into 2025 and you've got unfinished business, unhealed wounds, unresolved stuff, they act like a little loop in time and they carry the vibration of the unfinished business, of the hurt, of the trauma, of the pain, of the arguments, of the disagreements, of the losses, of the disappointments. And all of that is still in your frequency if you have not processed it and released it. If you have processed it and released it, then great. It's out of that energy field. But if you haven't, and there's stuff that's lingering in there, it's going to be carrying that vibration. And that is going to cause resistance to the good stuff that you want to come in, which means that it's a discordant vibration. It's not in accordance with your highest good and all of the things that you're asking for. So this is a bit like placing your cosmic order and asking the universe to bring you the health, wealth, happiness, relationships, the results that you want, the abundance, prosperity, love and connection, and then taping up your letterbox so that the universe cannot deliver it. So no matter how much time you spend on affirmations, how much time you spend on aligning with the feeling as if it's happening now, if you've got energy in your energy system that is going to create resistance, it's going to sabotage the delivery of that. So it's really important to clear out as much as you can. A new year is a brilliant time for that. It's a new start, it's a new beginning. And when you do this, you're letting the universe know that you are open for business for all of the good stuff to come in, and you're clearing those old frequencies out of your energy field that are going to cause an issue with delivery of what it is you want to experience. So how do you actually do that? You might be nodding along thinking, well, that sounds really good, but how do you actually do it? Okay, so there will be stuff that you know about that's happened in 2024 that you're still hanging on to. This is the stuff that you get triggered about, the stuff that you haven't let go of yet, the stuff that's still lingering. So that is in your conscious mind if you know about that. So there are several things you can do. You can write an unfiltered letter to a person involved, and you can pour all of your feelings into that letter. You can say exactly how you feel and do it with the intention that you're letting go of these feelings and really go all in, and know that in doing this, you're doing this for yourself. No one else is going to see this letter, and it's unfiltered. So really go to town and get all of your feelings out into this letter, and then fold it up and hold it over your heart and ask that all of the energy in there is transmuted, and take it outside and burn it. There's something so satisfying about burning it, with the intention of letting as much of that energy go as you possibly can. And this unfiltered letter idea can be used to aspects of yourself. You can write to moments in time, such as the summer of 2024. You can write it to specific people. If you know of an incident or a person or a happening that you need to unpack and you need to resolve and release, and even just the process of writing it allows you to unpack it emotionally, to see it written down. And it might be the first time you've done that, and it can be super powerful. So an unfiltered letter, that's one idea. Another letter, and staying on the theme of burning, is a burn list. And I get asked sometimes, what is a burn list? And a burn list is exactly that. It's a list where you write everything down that you're ready to let go of. And then at the bottom of the list, I always suggest a catch-all category of a sentence or a statement where you say, and everything else that does not serve me, because there'll be stuff that you're carrying that you don't necessarily know about. So if you set that intention and you ask that anything else that does not serve me is released as well, you can set that intention with the universe. And again, fold it up, hold it over your heart and burn it and release it. And the third thing that you can do, and this is especially good if you've got subconscious stuff that is creating resistance that you subconsciously are holding on to, so you don't know, it's underneath your conscious awareness, you don't know what this is. And this is something that might come up if you've tried to manifest stuff in the past, if you feel like you're doing all of the things, the lining up, the affirmations, the getting into the feeling as if it's happening now, and yet the experiences that you're asking for are not showing up. That's because there's some resistance there. So the resistance might be below your conscious awareness and you might not know it's there. So for that, meditation is absolutely brilliant, because when you quiet your conscious mind and you can tune into your subconscious mind, then you can access parts of you that you can't when you're in waking consciousness. So doing some guided meditation, or even just meditation where you sit in silence or you put some peaceful music on in the background with the intention of bringing into your awareness what it is that might be creating resistance, sabotage or drag in terms of what you're trying to manifest, can be really illuminating. And if you do this as an intentional exercise, even just for 5 minutes, I'd suggest that you have a pen and paper beside you, because you're probably going to get some insights that you'll want to note down. And before you start, you can set your intention and ask, as well as you're going into that nice, calm meditation space, what is it I need to know right now for my highest and greatest good? What is it that's creating my resistance? And then just allow your mind to get out of the way and see what comes up for you. And that can be so illuminating. And once you've got those moments in time, those concepts, an image of a person or an incident or an aspect of yourself that is creating that sabotage, that's when you can dig in and do the work and write the unfiltered letter or process it in a way that you choose in order to release that and dig down into it. And just before I end this video, I want to touch on forgiveness as well, because that's possibly going to come up in this process. So a lot of us think forgiveness is for the person that we are forgiving, yet it isn't. It's for you. It's completely for you, because whilst you are carrying resentment, pain, trauma, and other associated emotions, they are very negative in vibration, very low in vibration, and they are going to prevent you from raising your vibration high enough to attract what it is that you want. So when you can forgive someone, you are raising your own vibration and assisting yourself. It's got nothing to do with them. This is entirely to do with you. And forgiveness for a lot of us can be a real biggie, and holding on to unforgiveness can create an awful lot of resistance to what it is we do want to attract. So why do we hang on to unforgiveness? Possibly because there's part of our ego thinking that it's all right for them, they've got away with it, why should I forgive them? Well, again, you're doing it for you, not them. Maybe you want to see some kind of leveling up or squaring up with the universe. You want to see karma return because they did this to you or to someone you love. Well, if you believe in law of attraction, I presume you do if you're still watching this, the thing is that the law of attraction works all the time for all of us. So they are going to attract in a version of what they gave out. So you really don't need to be the cosmic police and oversee that. That is going to happen anyway. So trust that the universe is going to square that up. And also, if it's something really big that's happened, I'm not minimizing that at all, because I've had big stuff that I've had to work on forgiving, and I'm not there yet on some of that stuff. And that's human, and it's because it was traumatic and it was really deep. But I've moved towards forgiveness. I've taken steps towards it, and I'm getting closer to it. And it's a process, and that is okay. So even if you can move closer to it than you were before you watched this, then that is still a win, because that is still releasing some of the vibration in your energy system that is creating the resistance to what it is you want to attract. So maybe think of it that way and think about moving towards forgiveness rather than 100% forgiving if you can't do that right now. But do it for you, not for anyone else. So I hope that's made sense. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm wishing you all the best for a happy, prosperous, abundant, healthy new year and beyond. Please like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. Tell me what it is you're manifesting in 2025 so I can hold it in my intention for you as well. And yes, I'm wishing you all the very best. Okay, bye for now.